Okay, good morning all of you. Fine, so I hope you have understood the menstrual cycle properly. Very important topic from the NEET point of view. Please study it thoroughly well. And we have now got a very nice concept today, the structure of gametes. Here we have the male gamete called the sperm. Here we have the female gamete called the ovum or the egg. Let's study the sperm and the egg. The sperm is the male gamete produced by a process called as spermatogenesis within the seminiferous tubules of the testis. The sperm is haploid. It's haploid, either 22X or 22Y, a haploid, elongated, motile, freely swimming structure having the length of 60 microns. How much is a micron? A micron is 10 raised to minus 6 of a meter. 10 raised to minus 6 of a meter, which means 10 raised to minus 3 millimeters. The smallest dimension you have on your foot ruler is a millimeter. 10 raised to minus 3, 1,000th of it is a micron. So 1 millimeter का 1,000th is a micron, and the sperm is only 60 microns in length. Ultra microscopic, and this sperm is beautifully organized in the form of a cell. So sir, what does a typical cell have? A cell has in it cell membrane, it has a nucleus, there are mitochondria, powerhouses of the cell, and attached to the nucleus are found Golgi bodies. And Golgi bodies are found attached to it. Mitochondria, we remember, are powerhouses. Golgi bodies produce secretions in them. Enzymes are produced in Golgi bodies. And then there are structures called as centrioles. And between centrioles get arranged spindle fibers, and during cell division centrioles में से spindle fibers arrange होते हैं, and on these spindle fibers get arranged chromosomes. Spindle fibers have a great power of contraction and relaxation. They help the chromosomes to go to opposite sides. This structure is a cell. Let us assume this cell is a spermatid. And the spermatid undergoes spermiogenesis to form a structure called as a sperm. So spermatid has transformed into a sperm. So here we have the nucleus, then here we have the Golgi bodies, here we have the mitochondria, and here we have the centrioles, and from the centrioles arise spindle fibers. So what is a sperm? It is nothing but a spermatid which has beautifully undergone a structural change called as spermiogenesis. A sperm consists of 4 distinct parts: a head, a neck, a middle piece or the body, and a tail. Head, neck, middle piece or body, and the tail. The head is anterior, सबसे ऊपर होता है. It has a distinct nucleus, and the nucleus has in it DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid. Segments of DNA are called as genes. And there are genes, 30,000 genes in one human DNA. Can you imagine 30,000 genes? The sperm, we remember, has a length of 60 microns. Within the 60 micron sperm, you have the head. Within the head, you have nucleus. Within the nucleus, you have DNA, and DNA has in it 30,000 genes. What would be the dimension of one gene? So small. One day we will analyze that in genetics. But 30,000 genes pass on genetic characteristics from the father into the next generation. So nucleus has in it DNA, which is also called chromatin thread, segments of which are called genes. They pass the hereditary characteristics from the father into the next generation. Just above the nucleus is a cap. That cap is called as a sperm cap, scientifically called as the acrosome. The acrosome or the sperm cap is a collection of Golgi bodies. So these Golgi bodies collect to form the acrosome or the sperm cap. And do you remember Golgi bodies store in them secretions, enzymes? And this acrosome stores in it an enzyme called as hyaluronidase. And hyaluronidase is an enzyme found in the acrosome. When a sperm goes and touches the egg, it is this enzyme called hyaluronidase which helps the sperm to penetrate into the egg and help in the process of fertilization. So which enzyme fertilizes the sperm into the egg? Hyaluronidase. Where is hyaluronidase found? In the acrosome, which is a collection of Golgi bodies. Just below the head is the neck. The neck has in it two centrioles called as the proximal centriole and the distal centriole. The sperm, when it enters the egg does not have a centriole. Egg में centriole होता ही नहीं है. So when the sperm will enter the egg, it will pass its nucleus and the proximal centriole into the egg. This sperm, along with acrosome, has a sheath called as the fibrillar sheath. And this fibrillar sheath will help in the sperm nucleus and the proximal centriole to get ejected out of the sperm. So sperm जब egg को touch करेगा, fibrillar sheath which is covering the nucleus takes contracts. The fibrillar sheath contracts. It takes the nucleus along with the proximal centriole out of the sperm into the egg. And that one proximal centriole in the egg becomes two centrioles. One centriole multiplies to form two centrioles and thus starts the process of cell division. So just sperm egg में enter करेगा, the egg and the sperm will fuse to form zygote. Do you remember first lecture we said zygote will divide to form 2 cells and then 4 cells and then 8 cells and then 16 cells called as the morula. So cell division takes place. That cell division is scientifically called as cleavage. So cleavage नाम का cell division होता है. By cleavage zygote becomes a morula. But for cell division, you need centrioles. Centrioles is required for cell division. Egg does not have its own centriole. So who provides the centriole to the egg? The sperm. this centriole, sir, the proximal centriole is given inside the egg, which helps in the cleavage, cell division to take place. Just under the proximal centriole is the distal centriole. The distal centriole gives rise to spindle fibers, and spindle fibers pass through another centriole which is called as the ring centriole. Ring centriole. तो टोटल कितने centrioles हैं एक sperm के अंदर? There are 3 centrioles. There is proximal centriole, there is distal centriole, and there is ring centriole. From the distal centriole, spindle fibers arise downward, pass through the ring centriole, and then pass through the tail and go all the way out of the sperm and form a structure which is called as the end piece. So this is the end piece of the sperm. And from the distal centriole, so we have proximal centriole which is used for cleavage, cell division, distal centriole, and then ring centriole. From the distal centriole arise spindle fibers, pass through the ring centriole, go all the way down and terminate as the end piece. That is the neck. And then we have middle piece or the body. In the middle piece you have spindle fibers, we have ring centriole, and along with it we have a spiral shaped mitochondria. A spirally arranged mitochondria. Such a mitochondria is called as the Nebenkern. What is a spiral shaped mitochondria called as the Nebenkern? And this Nebenkern